Management Research. Hello and welcome to the Management Research podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Eugene Bogodistov. Hello and welcome to the next episode in my mini-series dedicated to the questions of well-being in organizations or to prevention of burnout. And the mini-series is more or less building around our book with Jürgen Morman, where we applied process management tools to prevent burnout. In the previous episodes, we started talking about different tools that can help you find out whether you have the aspects of the process, the activities that deplete emotional and mental energy of employees. And we talked about some of the tools that we mentioned in our book and also the tools that our students developed that we also mentioned in our book, and that, of course, with the old information given about the students who developed the idea. In this episode, I'm going to talk about one more tool from process management that is called the root cause analysis. Or maybe you know this method as the 5 whys method. It means you have to ask the question why in order to come to the root cause of the problem. It is, of course, as esoteric as the tarot cards that we talked about before, because why should it be why should it be 5 whys? Why not 6? Why not 7? Why do we have to ask why? Why don't we ask because of what, or what for, or something else? But anyway, whatever we believe in or don't believe in, the practitioners have shown that they like this method and it really helps them understand what actually happens within their processes, what actually causes some problems. The idea is very simple. You have to, if you have an issue, let's say somebody started underperform in a team and you want to know why, then you ask the question, why did it happen? Not just the case, not just the event itself that somebody started to underperform. You need to understand why. And the first why would be because people are dissatisfied. And actually it is already not bad. You can already start doing something with dissatisfaction, but it would be better if you ask why one more time. Why are they dissatisfied? And you will find out that maybe they are overloaded by stupid tasks and they don't have sufficient of challenging tasks that everybody likes. They can be kind of tired but happy. And here they're tired and sad. Then you ask why one more time. Why are they overflown by all these stupid tasks? What happens there? And you will find out that actually it is a bad process organization and a lack of resources, or maybe it can be both, that you don't have resources. That's why even the highly qualified employees have to do all the tasks that can be done by less qualified employees, or you have organized your process in the wrong way and those people who are qualified have to do some not so qualified work, and those who are not so qualified maybe have to do more qualified work. Could also be an indication. If it is the case, you ask yourself why did it happen? And you can find out that the reason is very simple, that the organization evolved from a small one to a big one, where the processes were developing ad hoc. They were developing as they are. So one person did the whole IT services and then they decided to take a next one. And when they took the next one, they didn't split the tasks based on the functions. Let's say the one does the service security, the second one does the web interface of our website. No, the person who was there tried to keep all the tasks based on what he wanted and just gave up some of the, database filling or checking issues with the clients, just gave this part of the tasks to the second person. So not based on some logical structure, but based on things that he didn't like or that he was exhausted by. And in this way, when organizations grow, very often we come to a very fuzzy logic of all these functions, and they are intertwined. The roles are not clear. It's not clear why is somebody responding for certain tasks, why somebody is not responding for certain tasks. For instance, I work at a business school that used to be very small, and most, let's say only 20 years ago or 25 years ago when we started, most lectures were performed by external lecturers. That's why the administration had a much more power and completely different tasks, and the administration was actually the university. But then our university, MCI, started growing, and actually we started having own professors, own lecturers, we started developing own faculty, and we still have a kind of this disproportionate understanding of the importance of administrative personnel and teaching personnel, because if you develop your own professors, you develop your own academia, your own research, your own teaching, then it automatically gets more of power within the organization, because it is the goal of the organization. Otherwise, we wouldn't have hired them. We would just work with the external lecturers. At the same time, many people still see it in a different way, just because nobody explained that the nature of the university is changing, and it happened not suddenly. And this is the third reason, when it happens so gradually, and then, as with the old story with the frog in the cold water, in a water that's being heated up will be cooked, and the frog that gets into hot water will just jump away. So something like this happens. And this could be the reason why the functions were wrongly attributed. So these are the 5 whys. Actually, you can go even deeper. You can go, to 7 whys, or maybe you can start by 3 whys. But the idea behind it, that if you ask all these whys, you can come to the root cause of the problem. And many things that we, for instance, discovered using the previous tools from the previous episodes, they're showing you a kind of the indication people are exhausted, or people are tired, or people are happy or unhappy. The question is why? So this root cause analysis, the 5 whys, helps you understand now deeper what is the reason for people being happy or not happy, and consequently what you should do with it. For instance, if we know that it is about the organization and clear role description within a university, within a firm, that we can do it, and that it will automatically have impact on how people interact with each other, how they feel, what kind of tasks they perform, and that those people who are, let's say, qualified for certain tasks, they're responsible for this certain task and not doing the work that is, let's say, boring, not interesting, or wrongly assigned to them. The root cause analysis is an additional analysis that can help you, and that is why we position it as, I think, already the 6th tool in our chapter dedicated to education of burnout. And if you want to know more, please read our book. You can find the link in the description below. I hope it was interesting. Wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.